vlog family. Can we also have a moment of silence for my poor $5 mini tripod that just broke? I went to use it and the top fully snapped off of this bottom bit, which makes me sad, but I'm not too sad because, again, it was a grand $5. Rest in peace. Hello, how are you doing? I feel like I don't actually ask that enough, and I should probably ask that more. But if you're watching this on Sunday when I post it, how has your Sunday been? I hope it's been restful. If you had to work, I hope your work went wonderfully. If you didn't work, I hope you slept in until whenever, and I hope you enjoyed the church service that you went to, or I hope that you enjoyed kickboxing. If you did that on Sunday mornings, Kristen, I'm talking about you. I hope you are enjoying the sunny summer weather. Well, it's May. Is it still technically spring? I feel like by the time May comes around, it's like summer. But I don't think summer actually starts until like June. I'm not quite sure. But whatever the case, I hope you are having a beautiful day, and I hope you are finding a way to smile, whether it be through this vlog or whether it be through something else. Who knows? But I hope you're smiling today. I am working on another quilt project, and I'm probably going to be working on that for most of the evening. Dan's at work, so he closes, so it's going to be a really late supper for us. I'm going to switch hands because his arm's tired already. So we probably won't even be eating until like 9:30 or so tonight, but it's mac and cheese. We're just making some baked mac and cheese. We cut up some chicken, throw that in there so there's a little bit of extra protein. But that's all that we have planned for supper tonight, so it's going to take me like 20 minutes to pop that together and throw it in the oven. Back from work now. I just got home. But a very fun thing, well, not fun, interesting thing happened on when I was leaving for work this morning. I got out to my car and there are police cars and like news vans and at least, I'm not exaggerating, at least a dozen different cameras set up everywhere facing the apartment building across from us. And I was like, what on earth is happening? So I texted Dan to let him know what was going on.
I didn't get your text. I was away from my phone till about 2 hours later.
Oh, okay.
By that time, I wandered outside to see if there was anything still going on, and sure enough, there was. What was the name of that band you called?
The Crime Stoppers.
Crime Stoppers.
Catchers,
Right.
Like that.
It sounds really too cheesy to be, like, taken serious.
Yeah, it really does.
But it was there, and with a few other squad cars, and so, but there was nothing going on to betray any kind of evidence as to what exactly was going on.
Yeah, when I left, everything was just still.
Right. I hear some voices outside talking, and voices I didn't recognize. They didn't sound like any of our neighbors. Turns out that there was the two cameramen and a news reporter who were talking to Gwen to see if Gwen could say anything on camera about what had happened.
Gwen, who had just moved in.
Gwen, who had just moved in.
Okay.
Yes, not but a few months. Not even a month ago.
Not even a month ago.
I didn't know at this point what was going on, and the news folks came up to me. So they came up to me and asked if they would interview me to see what it is that had happened, which is very difficult when you don't know exactly what's happened. And
I was asleep,
mm-hmm.
and then I woke up, and I'm here now.
Basically, what that meant was, I knew at that point that it had been something serious. And then she proceeded to inform me that there had been a murder last night, that a boyfriend ended up killing her girlfriend.
His girlfriend.
His girlfriend, yes. At approximately, I don't know, maybe 2:30 in the morning or so, which happened probably just shortly after I got home.
Yeah. I was just thinking that. I'm glad that you went in at like 1 to get that taken care of, because that could have ended badly on your part.
Yes, it might have. The fellow the perpetrator ended up actually turning himself in, but together they left behind a 6-month-old infant.
Oh my gosh.
And so what's to become of the rest of that right now, I really don't know. So they told me the story and then asked just for my impressions or my thoughts on it as far as just a member of the community. And so I did. I confessed on the camera that, when they asked if I had heard about what had happened or had been woken up, and I said, no, I'm a really heavy sleeper. Because, which was really cold and heartless.
That's terrible. The camera people, the news anchors are probably like, okay, we're gonna have to scrap all of this.
I don't know.
Get the ball. Get the ball, you little brother. You want it? Get it! It's over here. Oh, good job. Got it? Can I see? No. Are you just playing fetch with yourself? Oh, now you're done. Hello, vlog family. I thought I would end the vlog by bringing you along with me as I cook tonight, and tonight we are making chicken pot pie, but instead of chicken pot pie, we're making turkey pot pie because of, like, last week or so, we cooked a whole turkey and froze a lot of the meat after it was cooked to use for various meals, so we're using some of that up tonight. But before we start, I actually need to fix this. Much better. Now that this is done, I can take care of the next step. Alright, this is my first attempt at a voiceover, so go easy on me. The first thing you want to do is get the butter melting, and then have a rave with your thumbs, apparently. Throw in some onion and garlic, the more the merrier. Add flour to thicken it up. That's called a roux. Next, the water, chicken bouillon, pepper, and parsley. I let that simmer for a few minutes to thicken, then add frozen veggies, meat of choice, in this case turkey, and lots of potato. Starch. And that's it for the filling. Can we take a second to appreciate the setup that I have going on right now to get the view of this pan from my phone? My tripod is in the shelf, and the pan is like balancing on top of the tripod to keep it from tipping forward and my phone into the actual pot of food. Now it's time for the pie crusts. I'll start by saying I messed up on both the top and bottom crust. I added too much water to the first and didn't put any flour down when I rolled either out. But they tasted great, so I'm not mad. Add flour, butter, salt, and shortening to a bowl, and use a pastry blender to turn it into crumbs. If you don't know what a pastry blender is, it's magic. Next, add up to 5 tablespoons of ice water and stir with a hand-carved wooden spoon. That step is very important. The dough knows if the spoon was hand-carved or not. The dough knows. Finally, roll out the dough. I'm speeding through this part because the dough was embarrassing to work with. Once you have a shape sort of resembling a circle, place it in the bottom of a pie pan and poke it with a fork a few times. Maybe a few more times for good measure. Pre-bake the bottom crust and work on your top crust while that bakes. When it's done, pour in your filling and add your top crust. Bake a little longer and you're all done. I probably didn't need to add all my filling and turn this into a 3-layer cake, but you have to keep in mind that it was 8 p.m. and I had eaten a grand total of 2 granola bars all day. So in my head, a pie overflowing with meat and potatoes sounded pretty good. Alright, the pot pie is in the oven, and it's just cooking away in there doing its thing. I've got most everything as cleaned up as I can in the kitchen. That's a mess, but we're gonna ignore that because the dishwasher is running and we'll take care of all of that later. And the table is as cleared off as it's gonna get right now. And I just need to set it and then we're ready to eat. But yeah, Oh, Dan, one thing I was thinking when I got ready to start recording for making the pot pie was if I were to make a section of my vlog, like a cooking with Julie, but to have like a little theme song with it. Alright, and this is the final product. I mean, all said and done, it's really not the prettiest pot pie I've ever made, but I can guarantee it will taste delicious. I'm editing the video that you're watching right now and realized I kind of ended it at the pot pie section. So if you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on the little bell notification things so you're notified as soon as I upload. Like today, for example, it's a very late vlog because I didn't get a chance to edit it until today. Leave me a comment below, let me know if you have any suggestions for any Cooking with Julie theme songs, and I will see you guys next week. Bye!